Hi, it's Erica. So I'm back with another video, another DIY video. If you watched my last one, you saw that I turned Boba Fett vinyl into a bag charm. Super cute. Well, this time I want to turn my little Plushie Eeyore here into a bag charm. And I figured what best way to do it than to sew a little keyring to the top of his head. I'm sure there's probably different ways you can do that, but this is the route I'm taking. And it's going to turn out great. I know it. So, supplies. Embroidery needles. I got a pack over at Michael's. It was like $5. Embroidery floss. These are about 79 cents at Michael's. They come in a variety of colors. And you can actually get these supplies at like Michael's, Hobby Lobby, or even Walmart. So what's great is I got pink embroidery floss to go with the pink Eeyore. And you'll need some either jump rings. Here's a pack of gold jump rings that I got from Hobby Lobby. It's 12 millimeter heavy gauge jump ring, $6.99. And it was like 40% off. I think it was like 30 or 40% off, which is great. Or you can use key rings. So I have some key rings in my stash. I mean, just, you know, just something to attach to the top of his head. So first things first. I already cut a piece of thread 32 inches. I don't know the exact length. I just kind of just eyeballed it. I'll probably have extra thread. So I cut a piece of thread 32 inches. I folded it in half so it's 16 inches. Folded in half. And then I tied a knot at the very end. So you kind of have a loop around the needle. You can see that. Next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take my little Eeyore here, and instead of drilling a hole in his head like I did for Boba Fett, I'm going to stick a needle through the back of his neck to the top of his head so I could attach a little keychain to it. Or not a keychain, a jump ring to it. Ooh. So here we go. So I have my needle here. I'm going to stick it through the back of his neck, the very bottom, make sure it's centered, and I'm going to come up to the top. There we go. Right in the middle there. So you want to make sure it's centered because when you hang them from your bag, if it's to the side, it's going to hang to the side. So you want it obviously in the middle. So I'm going to pull this through. And this, he's super soft, so this is pretty easy to pull through. So you can see, there it is. There it is. And I'm going to do this a few times. Put him through again. Down the middle, the top of his head. And I push it through the back of his neck in the same area where I started from. And I'm going to pull him out. There we go. And you want to watch your thread. You want to make sure it doesn't get tangled. So just keep an eye on your thread. And I'm going to pull it through. There we go. And you don't want to pull too tight on the top because you don't want it to start like puckering or denting in. So just want to make sure it's secure. All right, so I did this. This is my second time doing that. Now I'm going to come back through one more time. I know. Just bear with me, bear with me. We're almost there. So through the back of the neck, top of the head. This time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach my little, which one is this one? I'm using a jump ring. I keep on forgetting what I'm using. It's key ring, jump ring. So I'm using a jump ring for this. I'm going to stick it through the top of the needle and just pull the thread through. And you could just see it's kind of like dangling there. And then I'm going to put it through one more time, down the middle, back down through the neck, and push it through. And you could see that it's securing the keyring. See? The most important thing is you want to make sure that the key ring or the jump ring is secure. So the last thing that you want to do is you don't want to attach them to your bag and it's not secure and it breaks off and he goes bye-bye and you lose them and you're crying at Disneyland because you lost your plushie. So I'm going to put this through one more time. Back of the neck, top of the head, back up, through the jump ring or keychain, and back down. Just so you're securing the thread around that jump ring so it doesn't fly off or break off. Okay. And there we go. It's on there pretty tight. I think it's good. Let me use my scissors here. Yeah, that's pretty good. So I actually put just enough thread. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut my thread. And you'll have two pieces here. You can see that. And now I'm going to knot it 3 times. Just going to tie it through. And actually for him, I could have used a longer piece of thread because this is like a small little piece to do, but that's okay. I have small fingers, so it works out good. But that's why when you're trying to do this, you just want to eyeball, like, how big is your plushie? Don't be afraid to use extra thread. It's easier to cut excess thread than to be short. So I just made 3 little knots there. It's nice and secure. And then I'm going to cut the excess. There we go. So it's not too pretty in the back, but no one's going to look at the back. Only you know it's there. What's most important is the front. He has a little hair here. Actually, his little hair helps cover up where the key ring is. So you can see here. Key ring, jump ring. I know I keep on going back and forth, but you know what I'm saying. So now there's still options what you can do. You can use another jump ring and attach a chain to them. Kind of similar like what I did with C-3PO. You can, these guys right here are trending. I got a pack of these on Amazon for like $5. And then you could just attach them, and it makes it super easy to attach to any bag. For example, him. Yeah, I got rid of his hat. So I attached a jump ring to the top of his head, attached one of these clips, and added a few little Mickey head beads to it for fun. Look at that. Or you could do something like this, make your own headband Mickey. I attached a little carabiner to the top of his head. Or you can see from Stitch here, I attached a little heart carabiner and attached him to my purse. So there's so many different options, and what's great is, like for him, you can add some beads, you can add some letter beads, you can add some extra danglers to it. I mean, the options are endless, so you could just customize it however you like. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you make your own DIY plushie bag charms. I mean, I think I'm gonna turn all my plushies into bag charms now. Even like the shoulder plushes, right? Why not? It's just, it's too easy not to. All right, until the next one, see you later.